Last call that was the hero's call, Shen was talking about her mentee. And talked about that part of us that gives advice. And when she said it, she knew that, oh, that's not what I meant to say, because there's a piece of me that is conscious and aware that what we're trying to do is not give advice. Now, there are different ways that you will find that connect with your mentee. But the connection needs to be that significant, somewhere feeling connected. Because that's really what we start with to make this grow. So the first thing with your mentee is you have to genuinely care. And you have to make a commitment to continue to genuinely care, okay? Even when you don't like what they're doing. Even when you're dying to give them advice. But the real magic, right, is when we keep that energy going. And we do that with being heart connected. And every once in a while, self gets in, and then we give advice, and we're in the middle of giving advice, and then we remember, oh shit, I'm giving advice, okay? And you realize, and by the way, when you feel that moment, when you feel that, you absolutely know it's you, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with them, okay? It's just you. So we understand that the giving of advice depends on the energy behind it. If I give advice to you because I genuinely care about you, now the energy is coming from you. And that's the energy that we want to create. It's the energy that allows that to flow, and in that energy, if you can connect, that's that empathetic connection. We are now feeling the same way at the same time. This is an energetic connection. It's the same connection. If you go to a rock and roll band, there's 40,000 people. And by the way, if we can give undivided attention, there's just as much energy in this as there is in that. And so if we give advice from love, powerful. If we give advice from self, disconnected. Then our practice as heroes is to be able to get out of the way. To stop talking in the way that you usually talk. And instead, to just sit and tell something and you don't know what you're gonna say, but you just say something that is a part of that flow of energy. So it's coming from your connection with their intuition. your connection with their soul. Words are hard here. But as we begin to open up and feel and connect with the energies that you are going in with a mentee and creating energy, you have to be careful about, are you watching about what energy do you bring in? How much of it is your need to emote? Now, one of the fascinating things that's happening as we go through this experiment is that the relationship between the mentor and the mentee, okay, shifts. Now, most everyone that has a mentee immediately sees a difference in their practice. Okay, it's like, okay, I gotta do this. I gotta be more committed. Okay. And then we all have kind of at least gotten introduced to the idea of giving undivided attention, and so we do. We begin to be more sensitive. What energy am I bringing in? Do I genuinely care? I mean, but I'm doing that not in my head. I'm doing that with feeling. And I'm scared for a lot of different reasons because I have to be honest with myself in order to be honest with them. Oh boy, right? But just that, giving undivided attention, genuine caring, that begins to transform the mentee, every mentee that I've talked to, everyone. They're just like, wow, this is changing my life. And when we get there, there is another opening that takes place in them. Which is, this is changing, I am changing. There is and there is then that reciprocal energy just is getting bigger and bigger. And then the differentiation between the mentee and the mentor, we're starting to see is beginning to fade. And it's like just connected human beings. And we're transforming each other. We are using this as a force in our practice. This is the piece for me that this is the treasure here, right? We've been dinking around and playing with 10,000 heroes and what is it and how are we, and we're learning this and we're learning that and so for me it's been a wonderful journey. And there is something here. I really think what you're doing is making a difference. It's making a difference in your business, and it's making a difference in your families, and it's making a difference in because you're getting a little bit more conscious in spite of yourself. And that's it. How do we perpetuate it? How do you begin to do it so often that you just do it automatically? And then how many people in your life do you touch? $10,000. We need 10,000. And as soon as we make that, we add a zero.